Hey everyone, Tallara here, and welcome back to our Let's Play series of Baldur's Gate 3. The group finds itself in the Emerald Grove, and Gladys has wasted no time at all entertaining the populace. You can see the tieflings are enjoying her rousing tune, just bringing joy and love to the grove. Alright, and the second I stop, we get a round of applause! Yes, thank you, thank you. Oh my god, they're tossing money at me?! I gotta be honest, I had no idea they would do that. That is very fun. Okay. Well, as I mentioned, we just got here in the Emerald Grove, and unfortunately there was one casualty of the battle that we just fought outside the gates. That's why I started playing the lutes, because these gals were over here crying, and I figured I could boost their spirits a little bit. How's it going, guys? You alright?
Have some respect. This really isn't the time to talk.
Sorry. I guess that's why I should play songs instead of talk. What about you? Are you gonna be mad at me too?
Not now. Please.
Alright, well, thanks for the applause and your money. Anywho, since we're here in the Emerald Grove, I'm just taking a moment to sort of, get our bearings and check in with everyone, although those girls certainly did not want to be checked in on. Whoa! What do we have here? The enemy is surprised. So this is a girl who was looking through a telescope. We actually saw her in the cutscene when our Nautilid crashed. And who is this? A bugbear assassin? Why are you assassinating this poor gal? Well, good. Gosh, it's a good thing Grandma Gladys came when she did. All right, guys. Let's get rid of the assassin. Alright, let's get into hide.
Where do I go from here?
Gladys will try to mock him viciously. Yeah, prune tart, take that. How could anyone survive being called a prune tart? And then let's try to hit him with the Sacred Flame. Oh, he didn't really care about that. Run away, gal! Nadira, I don't know why you have assassins after you, but run away! Alright, let's try to do the sneak attack now. From Asterion. What the heck? Well, that didn't work. I tried to pull up here and do the sneak attack, but he saw me before I actually pulled it off, so... Oh well. Regular attacks work just fine. Speaking of, Asterion's not the only one with a bow. Grandma Gladys has one too. Shadowheart to get up and personal? Alright. He is dead, the bugbear assassin. He had some stuff on him, including basic poisons. Cool. Now, what was that all about?
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin.
Well, excuse you.
Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
We just saved this lady from assassination, and all we get is insults. Coin? Mistress, you lost me.
You almost seem honest. Care to explain why you reek of the hells?
Oh, that? A mind flayer abducted me, and its ship went straight to Avernus. Let's see if she'll believe me. Luckily, we've got a situational advantage here. And we needed it. Whew.
Well, that's quite the story.
I know, right?
I thought I was doomed. Now I feel sorry for you.
Why is this lady so mean?
Here. Take this. It's worth a fortune. But a fortune's not worth much if you're dead. Consider it payment for saving my life.
What exactly is this coin?
It's a soul wrapped up in a terrible iron package. Don't ask whose, because I don't know. I hope it brings you better luck than it has me.
That's all the information you're gonna give me? This coin was apparently so valuable, they sent an assassin after you.
That coin's worth plenty. Don't let a squid get their tentacles on it.
I mean, I'll try not to. Let's see if we can actually examine the coin in our inventory. Here it is. Soul coin. Strange, incomprehensible whispers emanate from this coin, pervading your mind with rage and despair. These coins can power infernal engines. Alright, interesting. Well, we saved this young gal and got ourselves a coin. Solid start to today for Gladys & Co. Alright, let's head back into the grove. Ooh, a critter we can talk to?
This squirrel might be the single most adorable creature you can recall in all your stunted memory.
I'd have to agree.
If it were climbing a tree.
Look at this little cutie.
How heroic. I was wondering if we'd survive encountering such a fearsome beast.
You stare at the body before you. You have no idea what just happened.
I wish you guys could see my face right now. I am in absolute shock. I was literally just thinking how cute that squirrel was, and Grandma Gladys drop kicked it. It's horrible. I'm horrible.
The swirling bile cauldron of your brain is cooking up a poison stew.
Wow. Okay, Squirrel is dead, but Gladys is inspired, so you win some, you lose some. That was so shocking. Oh my goodness. That was our first real glimpse of the Dark Urge. Oh, I feel so bad for Timber. Rest in peace, Timber. Gladys, you are horrible. Oh my god. Okay, doesn't look like we can get into the grove this way, so we're gonna have to go around the other way, and while we walk over here, I'm gonna think long and hard about my actions. God, I literally cannot believe that that actually happened. I am still in absolute shock. How are you guys holding up? Good? Alright. As long as I didn't scare you off. Here we are in the hollow. I hear people arguing up ahead.
No, you just care about your stupid apprenticeship.
Take your time.
What's going on?
Right now.
Hi.
Hells, we can't just leave. They're kin.
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blades and spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
I mean, it's not my place to say anything, I guess. I'm just nosy and wanted to hear what they were yelling about.
Roland's right, sis. We should leave while we still can.
Or would you deny your brother here his chance at fortune in Baldur's Gate?
Fine. Let's sneak away like God's damned cowards. But if something happens to these people, it's on us. I hope you know that.
Okay. Well, we didn't get involved, but we sure did get a cup of spicy hot tea. It looks like the three of these guys are ditching the grove. Hi, Aaron, a fellow halfling.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long.
Are you really locking down the grove?
I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day.
What about the people here?
We druids will be safe.
Oh, he's a druid too,
Those that
okay.
took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels.
That sounds like a cop-out. You just said the region's overrun by monsters. They won't survive by themselves.
As I said, it's a drastic measure. But the survival of the grove is paramount. There just aren't enough supplies to support everyone.
Okay, well, what are you selling?
Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
Bits and bobs are my middle name. Let's see what this guy has to sell. I right away am drawn to the gloves of missile snaring because they're the only blue tier item here. You can intercept missiles from ranged weapon attacks, reducing their damage by 1d10 plus your dexterity modifier. 320 bucks. We don't have that kind of money, but if we can unload some of this stuff, we just might. Let's do some selling. Alright, after selling all of my random stuff, we do indeed have enough for the gloves of missile snaring, so I'm going to buy those for Gladys. And then let's see what else we have here. This guy actually has some pretty decent stuff. Like, he has the padded armor +1, which would be an increase for Gladys. Gladys, it's your lucky day, girl. We about to buy you all the good stuff. Alright, Gladys is looking fresh to death, and I'm extra happy because this new tunic that we bought actually matches the gloves, and that is just such an unexpected compromise. I love it. So, we're looking fresh. Now let's go see what else this grove has to offer. Actually, before we continue further into the grove, I'm just noticing Asterion is a little low on health, so is Shadowheart. And we have not set up camp yet, so how about we take a little rest? We've been through quite a lot in the past however long, so why don't we end the day, take a quick rest. We can take this opportunity to catch up with our companions. There we go, speak the devil. Even though Gladys's hand is currently clipping through her hip, I'm gonna say fine, much better than I thought I would given the circumstances.
Yes, me as well. Besides the occasional mental exchange, it's almost as if we're not infected. I feel good. It's so strange. Do you remember the voice aboard the ship?
What do you mean?
After they put that tadpole in my eye, I heard this voice. It was soothing. The voice said I'd become a beautiful weapon. What do you think that means?
Sounds like it had plans for us.
Whatever they were, those plans were interrupted by the dragons. Either way, we can't take the lack of symptoms for granted. We have to find a healer. Well, I've said my piece. Get some rest.
Alright. At your camp, you can take a long rest and fully heal your party. You can also manage party members, advance relationships with your companions, store items, and eventually change your character and recruit more followers. So right now, there's just a small campsite. Just me. We got 3 bedrolls around the fire. Little alcove here for reading. Invasion plans for the Sword Coast. Yeah, nobody else here yet. Let's check in with Asterion.
My dagger-happy friend, what troubles you?
Nothing, apparently. We have absolutely nothing to speak about. Okay, goodbye. Let's see if Shadowheart's a little bit more chatty. Hi.
Something the matter?
She's so much taller than me. Oh, we can ask her lots of things. So, what's the story with that odd little artifact you have?
There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it.
Okay, that was short and to the point. My memories are all gone. Is your tadpole playing tricks on you?
I understand why you ask, but memory loss is not as uncommon as you'd think. There may be other causes.
Okay, well, what do you think of all that's happened to us so far?
We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little?
You must have thoughts about our little stowaways.
Must I? Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. Personally, I think finding this Halcyon is our best bet.
Yeah, probably. What will you do if we actually manage to remove the tadpoles?
I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course.
No reason for us not to stay together if we get on well. No, I'll say, where would you go?
Home. Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible.
Family? A friend? A lover? Maybe another grandma?
Let's just say it's a very personal, very private acquaintance.
How am I holding up in your estimations?
I must admit, you've been a surprise. And not an unpleasant one.
Yes.
Kindred spirits are few and far between for me. Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises?
Appreciate it. I mean, we should get to know each other a little more.
Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think?
If you're not comfortable, I won't press you.
Thank you. I'm sure we'll get along perfectly well.
Alright, that's it. Grandma won't pry. Let's get a little rest. Wake up tomorrow bright and early. And can continue our exploration. Why is Asterion creeping around our camp? Guess we won't know. Let's look at the stars. Alright, perfect. Everyone feeling good? You want to talk about why you were being spooky last night?
You're staring at me again. What do you want?
Nope, you don't want to talk about it. Alright, that's fine. Alright, back in the Emerald Grove. Let's see what else is happening around here. Can I climb up here? Gladys, how's your rock climbing? Not good. Alright. I just see a girl, at the very top of that cliff, but I'll have to go around, I guess, and speak to her. It's a nice little camp they've got set up here. Hello?
And we'll have a dog, right?
They don't allow them in Baldur's Gate. Cats, though?
A little orange cat. And a house with a little door so that it can come and go as it pleases.
And a high fence to keep eavesdroppers out.
Don't mind me, I was just passing through.
No bother. We're just daydreaming anyhow.
What about you? Big plans for when you get to the city?
What are my big plans? How can you make plans? I can't remember what I ate for breakfast.
Luck's been on our side this far. No reason to think it'll run out now.
Optimism, my friend. Try it out.
Surely destined for the slaughter. What would be more perfect than to die by your love's side? And no love was not enough.
Wow, that's dark. Okay, Gladys. Moving on.
I'll talk to the guard.
So I just wanted to pop in here into our quest journal. We have a personal quest called The Urge, and it's been updating as we've traveled. The objective is to be yourself and think dirty thoughts. You really can't help it, can you? These vile things you do. Don't you wonder why you're doing them? You must really have been an awful person before the crash. Perhaps it's better that you forgot about it. But you want to know, don't you? Special. Yes, special, aren't you? Shh, don't fight it. You'll know what you need to do. Take up that knife, do what you do best. Easy as breathing. You'll feel better after. Well, that's not ominous at all, but for now, Gladys is going to continue to ignore the urges and try to spread peace, love, and music across the land. Hello?
Have you spoken to Korga?
Oh, this is the guy we met at the front gate. No, I haven't spoken to her yet.
Of course, you have your own business to attend to. But if the druids won't abandon this ritual of theirs, it will be trouble. For all of us.
Yes, okay. I don't like the low-key threats. I'll do what I can. Hello?
From the scouts yet?
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes. Of course.
Goblins?
You're the one who helped at the gate. Glad to have another sword. We might need it.
Okay. Short and sweet conversation. Anything else in here? The Devil You Know, an autobiography. Have you ever had a god change your blood? It is a horrifying thing, even for those who may desire it. Yet few tieflings wish for Asmodeus to claim their bodies, only to be given no choice in the matter. It is not as if we were well loved before the Archdevil's gambit. Our people have always struggled against the notion of devilkin, as if a single drop of infernal ichor inescapably corrupts. How amusing when so many others willingly sell their souls to fiends, yet their culture as a whole escapes the blame. By what method can we redeem ourselves when the crime is not ours? I would drive a blade into every warlock that aided Asmodeus's damn ritual, but personal vengeance cannot undo the will of a god, much less one as slippery as the Lord of Lies. When every passerby thinks you a thief and heretic, it is deeply tempting to become one. The only thing that has stopped me is knowing Asmodeus wants nothing more than for all of us to fall from grace. It's pretty sad, you know, the tieflings, they're all lumped in, called evil just because they sort of look like devils when it's obviously much more than that. It's definitely an interesting sort of conundrum and a different way to look at racism. Right over here, a little makeshift forge by the looks of it. Hello.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
That forge is holding on by a thread. Are you a smith?
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Well, good to know. Alas, I don't have any money, so I'll see you later. I'm broke. Speaking of broke, hello, Alta.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
If it's free, then yeah, I never turn down a free meal.
You're an easy one to please, aren't you? Here, have more. We'll need every bit of strength to make it to Baldur's Gate. Trust me.
Thank you, ma'am. We appreciate the free food. Can I talk to this rat without murdering it? Oh, hang on. I don't think I have the spell cast. Speak with animals. There it is. It's a rock song that I play. Come back here, mouse. I want to speak to you.
Stay back, or else.
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Just get back. Ow! Oh, my tooth.
Let me take a look.
It's the front one. I chipped it on the evil thing.
What? What evil thing?
In the box. Follow me, I'll show you.
My dagger.
Oh, I can't open the doors. Alright, well, looks like the evil thing is inside this house, which we can't access right now, but perhaps there's another way we can get in, or we can get a key somewhere. Oh, what's happening in here? Someone's in jail.
You ain't gonna shoot me.
A goblin.
Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way.
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Your mind wanders. If the crossbow bolt shot through her mouth, would she taste the metal before she died?
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
I mean, Gladys is gonna try to fight back against the evil thought she's having, and she's gonna step between the crossbow and the goblin.
Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill her too? You move!
This won't avenge canon. It won't change anything. Let's see if we can do a little bit of grandma persuasion here. Ooh, we sure can. A critical success.
You're right. I wish you weren't. I really do. Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
Because apparently I kill things at random, so I'm trying to even out the karma in the universe. And I mean, hey, she still has a story to tell, and I'd like to hear it.
Gods, you're exhausting. Fine, then.
It's alright, Arca. Let's go.
Hello, would you like to tell me your story?
Thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring.
Can I not talk to her? Yeah, there we go.
Ain't sure why you're protecting me. Don't care, neither. It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts.
Who is this Absolute you're so fond of? Your god?
Goddess. We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself.
Okay. You've caught my interest. Have any holy literature on you?
My tribe can tell you everything there is to know. Absolute bless one of our own. Priestess Gut. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
I'm not saying we should trust a goblin, but she sounds very useful.
I don't disagree. Sounds like tall tales to me, though.
It's the truth. I swear on your mother's grave. Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal?
Not a chance. You already told me what I need to know. I'll find the priestess myself. I saved you to write the karmic scales after I murdered that squirrel, but I don't owe you anything more.
Even if you did find my tribe, they'd set the wargs on you. You need me. Get me out of here, and I'll tell them what a good friend you are.
I'll think about it. I don't even know how I would get her out of that cage anyway. Okay, keep up that kind of talking. No one's gonna get you out of this prison. Come on. We can open this door.
I can crack that open.
No, I can't even lockpick it, actually, so we're gonna need the key. Alright. Goodbye for now. See, who else do we have to talk to? We haven't talked to these people. There's so many people to talk to.
Goblins, druids, this grove is a death trap. Grab what you can and get out. That's my advice.
I mean, not necessarily bad advice.
How long do you think we've got before the goblins come?
I have no idea.
Please, leave us be. This isn't a good time.
It's fine, Memnos. Having fun with your new goblin friend? Bet you aren't.
Wow. Okay. No need to be so sassy. No, we didn't talk to this other grandma over here. Hello, grandma. From a fellow grandma myself. Oh, you're a dirty-looking grandma.
Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh.
Grandma needs a bath.
You're twitching something fierce, love. And your eyes. You look like you don't know the meaning of the word sleep. Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
What are you, an alchemist?
Oh, nothing as fancy as that. But I come from a long line of women with a dab hand at such things. Aha! You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
And what is this exactly?
Oh, 'tis just a healing potion, nothing fancy. Here. You just look like you might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky.
I'm fine. Just bone weary after a difficult day.
Oh, stop! Even on a good day, half the camp acts like a bunch of screaming brats. I'm tempted to smack them all on the backside and tell them to kiss and make up.
Yes, tell him, Nan.
Not that they'd listen to little old me. Anyway, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale.
I don't have any money, so no, but thank you. Wow, she gave us a potion of greater healing. That was so nice of her. Guess not everybody is rude around here.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
Hi. Nope, not the ladder. Not the ladder. Gladys, no! Gladys! Back up. You.
We've known enough grief this 10-day traveler. Don't be the cause of more.
Alright. Sheesh. Watch your tone, Sonny. Who do you think you're talking to? Ooh, cows. Can we talk to the cows? Well, first we'll talk to this guy.
This place is a bloody death trap, not a sanctuary. You should clear off while you can.
People really have mixed opinions about this place.
If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
Well, take your cows and run then.
Be gone. I am hungry.
Well, short and sweet. What about you? Are you hungry too?
I swear that ox's gaze is following me.
Which one? Whose? This one?
Ah, you're addressing me, a humble ox. How quaint.
There's something strange about this ox. What is it? Let's see if we can find out. Yes! Gladys is gonna tap into her knowledge of the Arcana.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
There's more to you than meets the eye. Care to explain?
No. You are incapable.
Come on, old chap. I'm a devil for gossip.
I'll tell you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate, with or without the rest of these poor sods. Now, that's all I have to say besides, and I really mean this. Moo.
To you too. Alright, so that's not a real ox. It's someone disguised as an ox trying to get to Baldur's Gate? Interesting.
Grass.
I'm so glad he's enjoying his grass so much.
We could at least make a run for it.
Another one. What are you under there then? Ant? Or ox?
What are you talking about?
The keepers of this place. They change their form to fit their need. They become birds, to hunt on the wing. Bears to tear flesh with teeth. But for me, only oxen, only same old hay. And I cannot even eat it, because the horned ones hide their shiny bits inside.
Ooh, what's that? Shiny bits? The tieflings put something in your hay?
Hiding things. Thinking they're clever. Not clever. Sometimes I eat the shiny bits, and they have to go looking for them on the other end.
Well, hey, how about I get those shiny bits out of there for you so you can enjoy your hay? What do we got in here? Very nice. I love shiny bits. Kids doing some practice?
Look who's here.
Me? Hi, are you talking to me?
The Blade of Frontiers. What a thrill for the children.
They're tough kids. Smart, too. The future's in good hands.
This is the guy who helped us fight at the gate earlier.
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't
not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
It's good advice, child. You do well to listen.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The blade of frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
You were too? Another escapee? Thank the gods, I need all the friends I can get.
Better friends than the ones hitching a ride in our skulls, at least. I'm sure you know the stories. Doomed to shed our skin and become illithid. They say there's no coming back. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
Hunting in the hells. Dangerous territory.
I'm no stranger to the infernal. Better to slay a devil before her fires burn common folk to ash. Her name is Karlach, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
I'm looking to cure this infection. I suggest we partner up.
I like your thinking. Besides, I watched you fight at the gate. I could use an ally like you. Ready when you are.
The famous Blade of Frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, Blade. Name strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
Oh my. This is going to be a fun journey.
I think you're right, Asterion. Alright, we got ourselves a full party. Can we learn any more about you, Will?
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
It's quite the title. How does the Blade of Frontiers end up chasing a devil in the hells?
Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it. And she was planning to return. One of the archdevils Ariel's own, Chaos Incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing.
Who is the source of yours?
A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more.
Sounds sus. Alright, let's move on to other matters.
All right. Anything more we should discuss?
Tell me, Will, how did you come to be the Blade of Frontiers?
My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse blared into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after.
And he named you the Blade of Frontiers?
No, but he named me friend, and that meant the world. But what of the others? The children never saved, the cries never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded.
Okay. What about before that?
Baldur's Gate, born and raised, the only son of a single father. He wanted one life for me. I chose another. We haven't spoken since I left the city. A classic drama. A staunch father and his rebellious son. Better heard from the bard's lips than mine.
Luckily for you, there's a bird standing right in front of you. I've noticed your stone eye. Did you lose it in battle?
A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days.
Okay.
By all means.
I've still got a laundry list of questions for you here, Will. I don't suppose you've come across an expert healer in your travels?
I've come to know a fair few village clerics, but none with the skill to pull these worms from our heads. From what I understand, there's a healer called Nettie in the Grove. Perhaps she's got the talent.
Yes, we have heard of Nettie. It is on the to-do list. You know, I've got no memory of my past. Could the parasite have done that?
Seems unusual to me. Then again, we're talking about tadpoles inserted into our brains by rubber-skinned tentacle monsters. There's nothing usual about it.
Touché.
All the more reason to stick close. I think you'll agree.
Alright, I just met you, so I am definitely not going to tell him about my bloodthirst. Instead, we shall leave. How you doing down here, bud?
Step, parry, strike, damn it! It's just not landing.
Interesting technique. Having some trouble?
Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword.
No wonder you're struggling. You've no balance. Space your feet further apart.
I'll try and brace them better. Like so. Step, brace, parry, swing. Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use.
Oh. Keep training. In time, you'll make short work of any goblins.
Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry about. The druids are treating us like vermin. But I'll keep at it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Grandma Gladys at your service. One last thing, though. Don't shout out your moves like that. Kind of spoils the surprise for your foe.
Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes.
Alright, that's it for me. And he gave us a battle axe. Very nice. Alright guys, the Emerald Grove is quite the lively place. There's mostly tieflings here who are trying to get to Baldur's Gate and find a new home for themselves. But there's also a bunch of other interesting characters. In the meantime, we need to actually head down into the grove proper and talk to the druids to A, perhaps vouch for the tieflings, and B, perhaps get these tadpoles removed from our heads. So we'll call it a day here now with our full party of 4, and hopefully I'll see you guys back here again soon for another episode of Baldur's Gate 3.